Liverpool's misery, goalkeeper Alisson went off injured in the second half. It was only the second time Liverpool have suffered back-to-back defeats under Arne Slot, following their weekend defeat against Crystal Palace in the Premier League. In other matches, Chelsea secured a narrow victory over Benfica, thanks to a Richard Rios first-half own goal, while Tottenham fought back from 2 goals down to rescue a draw at Norwegian minnows Bodo Glimt. In other football,
Get ready to prioritize you and your family's health as you're tuned into Good Morning Doctor, brought to you by Parkway Shenton. You and your family's health is our priority.
Waking up Singapore. Gotta get up. The Big Show on Kiss 92. Gotta get up.
Good morning, Singapore, and welcome to the biggest and best breakfast show in the world. We are the Big Show, and today is, Good Morning Doctor Day. And we have with us Dr. Michelle Na, who is a family physician at Parkway Shenton at Parkway Medical Aesthetics. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for having me on the show today.
Yeah, we understand this is your first radio interview ever.
Yes, it is. Very
piece
exciting.
of cake. You're going to be, like Glenn mentioned earlier, you're going to be an expert by the end of this.
Absolutely. So it says family physician, but also aesthetics. How does that work?
So I'm a family physician by training.
Okay.
So I've done my postgraduate training in family medicine, and now we've moved on to medical aesthetics. So we've all been MOH certified. We've got the certification, so we are safe. You can come and visit us in our clinic in Bedok.
Oh,
Okay, in Bedok, right.
So do you do both, or you specialize now in aesthetics only?
It'll be more aesthetics.
Okay.
But our clinic, where the aesthetics services is actually together with our health screening center.
I see.
So you can come and do your holistic health check, get your blood test done, cancer screening done, and at the same time, you can get your face done up beautifully by us.
all by you. Supposing I go in and I go, hey, I've got the flu. Can you help me out? And at the same time, nose job.
Technically, yes.
So I have a very quick question. You know, every time you meet an aesthetics doctor, right, you almost feel like they're judging you because they look in your face going, oh, you know, a little bit of a lift here, a little bit of a jab there. Looking at the three of us, what do you think we could improve on?
Ooh.
In terms of our
Straight away
looks?
on the spot.
Do you want this on air?
Yes, absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah, please.
Yes, please go with Angel first.
Sure, be brutal. What
Just
would
Angel.
you do?
So for Angel, I think you mentioned your main concern is actually pigmentation. So a lot of ladies, you know, once we hit the 40s and above, a lot of hormonal changes. So that's when we start having a lot of pigmentation such as melasma, even during pregnancy. So all this is very difficult to treat, to be honest. So lasers for melasma actually isn't first line. The first line is actually your topicals, so creams, your depigmenting creams, oral tablets. So sometimes we may use medications such as tranexamic acid to try to lighten the pigmentation, the melasma, because there's a vascular layer component to melasma.
Okay. Is it
Yes.
fixable in the end?
It can reduce, but unfortunately, I don't think it'll be gone 100%.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
All right, okay. Well, no, don't worry. We'll move on to you boys soon.
all right. Let's continue to talk to the doctor on the Big Show TV. Meantime, here's Leonie by your side on Kiss 92. Yes, now we can move on to
All right, yeah. Off the radio,
Yes,
right?
off the radio and on the TV.
Yeah, so work on Tim. Let's see.
Oh,
what,
okay.
What does Tim need?
I'll stand very still.
Oh, look at him. Whoa, his face
Actually,
is...
Tim's
Complexion is nice, huh?
Yeah, his pores and his texture is actually quite good. Can you raise your eyebrows for me? Yeah, so he does have a few dynamic wrinkles.
Dynamic wrinkles.
They're dynamic.
Yes.
At least they're not dynamic.
They're not static.
Yes.
So dynamic wrinkles are treatable with botulinum toxin. So
Okay.
common areas to be treated would be like the forehead, your crow's feet. Some people get some bunny lines on the nose.
Bunny lines.
What's a
Because
So when
you wrinkle your
their
nose,
you get all
it
these
stays
lines
there.
here.
Oh.
Some people don't like that.
Yeah.
Some people who smoke, they get a lot of smokers' lines around the.
Smoker's lines.
Yeah, because so
you're
when you
always
drag,
talking like that.
Oh,
You know,
right.
So you
okay.
get all the
Yeah,
lines around there. So,
okay.
so sometimes we can actually sort of reduce the lines in the way.
Right.
Okay.
Could be people who kiss too much.
People
Also
who
get
suck
the
on a
line.
straw as
Always
well.
pouting.
suck through a straw as well.
Because
Oh
you're
my
always-
gosh.
I
So
see.
Okay.
that action, that mouth action. That
Wow.
I see.
How much sucking would you have to be
A
doing
lot.
in order to develop lines like that?
I think a lot.
Like you say, smoking, crinkling your nose, and all that. What about things like if you inadvertently frown? You know, like I frown a lot. Like when you speak to someone, you do that. You
Yeah,
frown a
I
lot
frown a
as
lot,
well.
a lot, a
Does
lot.
that affect you in the long run?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
So from from dynamic wrinkles, when you frown, you get the 11s. That's what they call them.
Yeah.
Over time, because of the repeated movement and wrinkling, they can become static. So
Okay.
it becomes fixed. Even when you're not moving your facial muscles,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they actually remain there as well.
That's
But I
why,
think
that's why some people say they got RBF, right?
What's that? Oh yeah. Okay. No, but I think that for me, I'm not concerned. Right? I don't mind those lines. I want to look like Clint Eastwood. You know what I mean?
well
Like,
aged.
yeah, very like manly.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I want to take care of my skin, all, but I don't. If I have a few lines here and there, I'm completely fine. But I think what you mentioned just now, I think for the ladies, I think it's quite. They're a bit more conscious.
Absolutely.
Right?
I
Like
mean,
for you,
like here, like this sort of
The
the
nasolabial,
nasolabial line here as well. After a while, you see it being more pronounced, and all you really want to do is just have it lifted. Just a little bit. You see what I mean? That can be done, but that
Can.
is more surgical.
Doctor now
right?
can do it for you, no problem, right?
Sometimes we can really do fillers as well. So
Fillers,
when we
right.
talk about facial aging, it's not just about the skin layer. We actually need to talk about the face in 3 different aspects. So one is the skin itself. 2 is the fat pads within our face. So we get fat pads in our cheeks, under the eyes, and as the last component is actually the bony structure. So as we grow older, the bones resorb,
Yeah.
and you get your sunken eyes, the hollowed cheeks, and the less defined jawline.
Yeah.
So Botox, your skin boosters, your energy devices, all these target more of the skin layer. Unfortunately, bone, we can't change that, but we can always do treatments to improve the fat pads. So we're talking about things like fillers, that's right.
So you would go underneath and you would fill this up so it would puff up. Is that what it
So that's
filler
what
does?
they used to do before. So you can feel the nasolabial folds, but sometimes it gets very puffy.
Yeah.
And over
Yeah.
time, it may actually sag due to gravity.
But not for her
Okay.
face though. You cannot pump stuff into her face, no? Then she'll look like Baba.
So now the new technique is actually to feel around the sides of the face where it actually, so if you, like what Angel did just now, you actually lift the sides
This
of the
way.
cheek.
Oh,
So
right.
then this goes
Gets pulled
up.
back.
Yes,
Does that
that's
count
right.
as a facelift? Does that constitute?
No.
Okay. Now, a lot of these treatments, though, is it permanent? Once you put a filler, once you do this, then you never have to worry about it again? Or after a while,
It comes back.
Yeah.
All these are non-permanent. So
Okay.
that's good for people who are not sure whether they like the effect as well. So for botulinum toxin, it usually lasts about 3 months. Fillers, depending on which ones you use, can be from 6 months to a year, 2 years, depending on how thick they use. And then skin boosters, more for skin quality. Usually you need to do it like a monthly course, and then that can last you maybe 6 months to a year.
Okay.
Doctor, I like the hydrofacials. Do you do hydrofacials there at your clinic?
Yes, we do medifacials.
Medifacial. It's called
Okay.
medifacials.
Yes.
Okay.
So I mean, it's nowadays we don't do the manual extractions, which can be quite painful for patients. So we actually use a machine to help us clean the face. So you use a exfoliating tip, to suck out all the gunk from the face, and then we use a different probe to infuse different serums, depending on what your skin concerns are.
Very nice.
It's like,
Very satisfying.
it's like a little vacuum cleaner for your face. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you would suggest for Glenn? Because I mean, you've covered Angel and
That's
myself.
true.
Looking at my handsome brother here,
She's like, where
what
do I
would you
start?
suggest?
I spend so much time under the sun anyway. So I'm always very conscious about my skin drying. So I always want it to be moisturized and clean. So it's something like the Medi facial recommended.
Yeah, so for Glenn, if you're going under the sun a lot, I would not recommend lasers.
Okay.
Because that can actually worsen. There's a risk of hyperpigmentation.
So the spot's getting even darker.
Yes. So
Wow, okay.
after any energy-based device, we always advise sunscreen. Very conscientiously apply it. But for Glenn, if you're going under the sun, then no lasers. Medifacials can be done by anybody. So that's one. The second one you can consider maybe skin boosters, because the sun can actually make the skin a bit crepey, a bit dry. So skin boosters would be a good treatment for you to improve the skin quality as well.
Yeah. Lucky you said crepey and not creepy.
And not crappy.
Okay, we're going back on air.
Kiss 92 traffic.
On the PIE towards Tuas before Jalan Bahar, an accident has been spotted in lane 2. Also on the KJE towards the BKE at the entrance to Chua Chu Kang Drive, another accident. There's also a broken down vehicle spotted on the KJE at the Woodlands Road exit. This is in the direction of the BKE. Same situation on the PIE heading east before Stevens Road. Another vehicle is having trouble there. And remember those road closures around the Marina Bay Circuit. If you spot anything, it's 885550
Good morning and welcome back to Good Morning Doctor. And our doctor for this morning is Dr. Michelle Na, family physician at Parkway Shenton and Parkway Medical Aesthetics. It's so good to have you with us this morning.
Thank you for having me again.
So, doctor, we all want to look our best, right? And a lot of people will pay any money to kind of look like they always have looked, say, in their 20s or 30s, kind of slow down time. But realistically, how long can we stay looking young before it becomes, because when some people start to do aesthetics or plastic surgery even, they tend to go too far because they constantly want to take it a step further and look younger, but it turns out quite the opposite.
Doctor, I'm 60 years old.
So nowadays there's
She
this
didn't
new
buy it.
there's this new buzzword called collagen banking, which means that people of the younger age are actually going for aesthetic treatments to increase the collagen within the skin even before they reach the sort of older age. Because as we age, our skin actually loses about 1% of collagen every year, starting from our mid-20s.
Right.
Wow,
So when
okay.
you say younger, how young are we talking about?
Now we see people in their 20s.
In their
coming
20s?
Yes.
Is there an age that you would consider too young to start something like that?
I would probably say above 21,
to
because there's
be.
also that consent, the age for consent as well. So
Yeah.
Right, so that's a good age, above 21.
correct.
Yeah.
Because you don't need parental consent.
Yeah.
It's like if you want to do it, sure, you got the money, come and get it done, right?
But I'm glad you cleared up the misconception, because there was a time where parents would go like, why do you need to do something like this? You are so young,
Yeah.
right? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like what Dr. Na just mentioned, actually starting at a younger age is actually better. I mean,
Correct.
it's recommended.
So you're kind of like maintaining that level of collagen rather than losing it, right?
Yeah, so as we lose that 1% every year, but if we maintain with treatments, whether is it injectables or through energy-based devices, we actually build up the collagen, so we have access for you to lose as you go along.
Can we do that in our 50s? Can we sort of, I know you say 1% every year, so by this time Glenn's got like 40% loss or something.
There you go.
No, so can he put in technically 40% of collagen so that his skin is plumper. I mean, we don't expect him to look like he's in his 20s, but
strike two.
you know, exactly.
Ayo.
It's okay.
So
when she starts,
sensitive
when
this
she
morning.
starts, she doesn't stop.
I really
Wait,
go.
one more. You got one more.
No, okay, I'm stopping there. So can he?
So we have to be realistic about our expectations. Imagine a pair of jeans, you know. You put it in the dryer, the heat shrinks the fibers. So that's similar to the collagen in our skin. We use energy-based devices. We shrink the collagen, tightens the skin. But if your jeans are very, very loose, you know, it's not going to shrink to fit you as much.
Got it. Right.
So
Okay.
it's a limited amount. You know, if it's one size too big, then yes, it may shrink to fit just nice.
Yes.
But if it's 3 sizes too big, then it's never going to fit you. It's still going to be loose.
Okay.
But not as loose, perhaps.
So
Okay.
don't wait till it's too late.
Too late.
Yes.
Huh?
So prevention is always better than cure.
Yes, and gradually go for maintenance
That's right,
after
that's
you're
right.
in your 20s and all that. Okay, let's continue to talk to Dr. Michelle Na, family physician at Parkway Shenton and Parkway Medical Aesthetics on the Big Show TV. It's 8:19.
Kiss 92 Time Check brought to you by Pootie.
All right. On the topic of maintenance, though, once somebody goes for a procedure or some sort of a treatment, it's not like a free-for-all pass. After that, you don't have to change any patterns in your daily behavior or the things that you do. You still have to kind of change certain lifestyle choices to be able to maintain the effects of whatever procedure they've just gone for, right?
Exactly. So one of the main enemies that we face in our daily lives is actually the sun. So the sun is very bad. You know, the sun contains UVA rays, UVB rays. So how we remember what these rays do is UVA is the one that causes aging. So A for aging. UVB is B for burns. So like sunburns and things. So when you buy a sunscreen, that's something that we need to use every day, regardless of the weather, or even when you're indoors, you need to apply sunscreen.
Indoors?
Yep.
that's
At
right.
home, yes.
Indoors. Wow, okay.
You have windows that are open?
Windows,
Yes.
you have your laptops, there's blue light coming out from all
I
these.
never knew
Yeah.
this.
So you're
I knew
supposed
it,
to-
but I have not done anything.
So you're supposed to apply. So when you buy a sunscreen, okay, first choose one that is comfortable enough for you to use every day. You don't want something sticky and then you use once or twice and then you throw it away. Okay, so find something that is suitable, something that is broad spectrum. So if you look at the packaging, at least a SPF 30, 50 or more would be better. And broad spectrum, you see those PA++++. The more pluses, the better.
Okay.
So
okay.
SPF actually covers UVB. The PA rating covers UVA.
The aging part,
Yes.
like you said.
That's
Okay.
right.
Doctor, can we get all these things from your clinic?
Yes, you can. So we stock chemical sunscreens as well as mineral sunscreens. So people ask what's the difference.
Okay.
So mineral sunscreens tend to be, they are made out of minerals. So ingredients such as zinc oxide, titanium oxide. Some people do not like them because when you apply, there's a bit of a white
Cast, right? Yeah.
So if you don't want to look a bit fairer,
Yeah.
you don't like that look of it, then I would recommend you to stick to chemical sunscreens.
Okay.
I
But
see.
if you have sensitive skin, minerals are actually the way to go.
I mean, minerals sound so much better than chemicals.
Correct.
You know,
correct.
so the chemical sunscreen you say is the ones that they make an effort not to have that white cast.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I have a very concerning question. I just thought about this now that we're talking about skin protection, effects from different things that you put on. I have recently gotten into the world of fragrances. And I tend to spray a lot. Is that bad for the skin?
Yes, if you are sensitive. Because some people can be allergic to the chemicals or the fragrances in the
Right.
sunscreen. Not sunscreen, sorry, the perfume.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have something called allergic contact dermatitis.
Yes.
So when you spray too much or you apply something that's
Is this
not
because of the
suitable-
alcohol, the perfume alcohol?
It's not the alcohol actually, it's the fragrance oil. So
But I think
sometimes
he's lucky, I think, because I mean, you don't have any adverse
Reactions to
to it.
I
yet.
was having some redness recently.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Because this guy, you know how many sprays or not? 30 sprays, no, every day.
3 is all you need. 3.
I've read, no less than 100 sprays before going
You're
to
see?
reading the wrong
You see?
information.
That's why you're a bit red.
Yes. Yeah. See,
Nobody's
this is why
surprised
it's great
by
to
that.
have Dr. Na here. Ask her. Okay.
Okay, so I have questions. There are a lot of ingredients that, in fact, I, as a woman who uses a lot of skincare products, I don't even know what they do. So you have your vitamin C, you have your hyaluronic, you have your retinol. You have all sorts of names. What does what? And what should we be looking out for certain skincare concerns?
Okay, sure. So if we're looking at pigmentation, we're talking about more over-the-counter stuff. So you're looking for ingredients containing kojic acid, alpha-arbutin, niacinamide. There are some patented products as well, like thiamidol, malesyl. So this would be more for pigmentation. So if
Okay.
you're looking for your vitamin C, like you mentioned, those are more antioxidants. So they usually come combined with vitamin C, vitamin E, as well as ferulic acid. So this usually be applied in the morning to help reduce the free radicals, the signs of aging. But whenever you use vitamin C, please use sunscreen.
Sunscreen, yeah. But also with vitamin C, for someone like me, I can't use it during the day. I got to use it at night because my skin is already so sensitive to hyperpigmentation. So I guess like even if you know what they do, it's also the timing of the day that you use it.
Correct.
Does that change?
So it depends on your lifestyle. Because sometimes we don't want to mix too many actives at the same time. So the other active that we normally hear about is the retinols. So retinols, we usually apply at night. So then you space it away for your vitamin C, which then in that case you apply it in the morning.
So you can't just go to the shelf, pick all your stuff and put everything on because they're going to react really badly, right?
Correct. So
Together.
if you're buying a new product that you've never tried before, always patch test. Because even if previous products didn't have any issues, we're not sure whether this new ingredient would cause a reaction or whether it may mix with your other products as well. So when you patch test, you can always patch it, apply the product on a place on your face that's less obvious. So either behind the ear or below the jaw, so that if there's a reaction, it doesn't show up on your face.
But don't do it on your hand because that's completely different.
Yeah, because the skin thickness is different. Some people may do it on the inner elbows where the skin might be a bit thinner. Yeah, so that's another area
Patch
that
test.
you can patch test.
So in other words, even if it's written on the packaging that it's hypoallergenic, it's still good to do a patch test.
It would
in
be
case.
better.
Yeah.
Especially if you know that your skin tends to react to new products.
Okay.
But then you see, if it's hypoallergenic, it states on the box, and then I get an allergic reaction, then I can sue.
Well, hopefully it doesn't get to that.
Hopefully not. I mean, they've
That would be
tested
very
it, but
scary.
you might be the odd one out.
And there's always probably some term and condition at the bottom
Yeah.
that says tested on
True,
98.8%
true.
of people. Yeah.
Do a skin patch test.
Yes,
That's
do a
right.
test.
You are responsible for yourself. Okay,
You
let's
know-
go for a traffic update.
Oh, we wait? Okay.
Oh, no, I thought you were signaling.
Not yet,
Oh,
no.
sorry about that.
Okay. Well, earlier on we were talking about some myths and concerns. And a lot of times when people think, I'm going to go and get an aesthetic treatment, there is a preconceived notion, at least for those of us who are not so much into the know, immediately aesthetic means there's going to be some sort of surgical procedure. But there are a lot of other things that come and are recommended before you even reach that point, right?
So it depends on how bad the condition is. If you're in your 70s and you've never done anything before and your face is really sagging,
Yeah.
Do not expect magic from the non-surgical treatments. In that case, most likely you actually need a facelift.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
That's the
Yeah.
surgical one because you need to tighten everything.
Right.
But if it's not too bad, then of course you can start with the non-surgical, such as your HIFU, radio frequency, laser treatments, skin boosters like I mentioned, and even some biostimulators as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Because my dreams are bursting at the seams.
Kiss 92 Traffic.
On the AYE before Pioneer Road in the direction of the MCE, an accident, avoid lane 3. Also on the AYE towards Tuas this time, an accident before Benoi Road, also avoid lane 3. On the PIE towards Tuas before Jalan Baha, avoid lane 2, another accident. And around the Marina Bay area, the Marina Bay Street Circuit to be exact, lots of road closures. You can go online to the LTA website to find out where they are. Wherever you are, stay safe.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. We are so happy to have with us this morning Dr. Michelle Na, family physician at Parkway Shenton and Parkway Medical Aesthetics. I'm sure everyone who's watching and listening right now are going to be visiting Dr. Na very soon. Where is your practice once again?
So our clinic is located in Bedok Central. It's housed together with a GP clinic as well as our executive health screening center. So feel free to come down, get your health screening done, get some aesthetic treatments done to leave a holistically healthy and beautiful life.
Lovely. What's the clinic called though? Is it called Dr. Michelle Na's Clinic?
I wish. It's
One day.
one day perhaps. It's Parkway Medical Aesthetics. It's
Okay.
under Parkway Shenton.
All right.
Okay, we have a quick question from Eddie Tan on Facebook. He says, I do a lot of outdoor sports, and are there any alternatives to sunscreen if I don't like applying sunscreen? Or if sunscreen is the way to go, oil or water-based?
So if you're doing a lot of outdoor sports, for your face, if you don't like sunscreen, you can use things like a hat or those visors. For your body, I will always recommend wearing UPF rated clothing. So that actually protects your body from the sun rays. If you're doing water sports, in terms of sunscreen, you may need to reapply it regularly because, it's not 100%. You won't stay at 100%. You do need to reapply.
And even if you're not doing water sports, they say every 2-3 hours
That's
to
right.
reapply, right? Your sunscreen.
Because the reason being, most of us do not apply enough sunscreen. Because the actual amount you're supposed to apply for your face and neck is 2 finger lengths, which is your middle and your index finger, or a 1/4 teaspoon.
Okay.
So if you're applying less than that, because some people say, it's very oily or it looks a lot, then you
Yes.
apply less than that.
You're like shiny, oily.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that won't actually give you the sort of SPF rated coverage, because that's based on studies, it's everything standardized. But the amount that we use is not standardized. So
Yeah. Is our face the only place we need to be applying sunscreen?
you can apply it on your body as well, but
Yeah.
some people find it very sticky. So
Yeah.
that's when you use your jackets, your clothing, your pants. If you don't have a UPF rated clothing, the
Oh,
alternative
clothing also has to be
Yeah.
UPF. I thought it
Yes.
was just the creams and the that you use, but now it really comes down to the clothing as well.
that's to protect the
Yep,
limbs and all this.
Okay.
So actually dark colored clothing tend to block the rays better. So
Than
depending on
white.
Bro,
Yes.
Yeah.
this is, us bros, we won't understand this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Most of the time, I want less clothes on.
It's funny you say that because I see more and more people wearing rash guards when they go swimming just in public pools.
Yeah, it's
Right.
true. Today it's only because you're here. That's why I'm wearing a t-shirt. If not, I'll be wearing my singlet.
Sometimes
Yeah.
he'll even be topless.
Doctor.
Yeah. You don't want to come on those days.
Okay, before we let you go, one last question. Okay, because I think it's very, very important because a lot of people are not really knowledgeable when it comes to taking care of their skin and all. So what should a skincare routine for the average Singaporean look like?
So in Singapore, it's very hot and humid. So we need something that is a bit lighter during the day so that it's not so sticky. So to start off the day, I would recommend a gentle cleanser to remove the sweat, overnight, followed by your active ingredients. So you can apply things like vitamin C to help with pigmentation, followed by a moisturizer that's lighter in texture. So you'll be looking for products that say either a gel or lotion. Those tend to be a bit lighter. Creams and ointments are thicker and probably more suitable for the nighttime. And after you've done your moisturizer, do not forget your sunblock.
That's the most important.
Yes, sunblock is a non-negotiable.
Yes.
Wow.
And one more reason to moisturize. Once again, I have since learned that fragrance sticks to your skin better when you are moisturized.
Oh my God.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Michelle Na, for joining us this morning. It's been very, very enlightening talking to you today about how we should be taking care of our skin and all. And I hope everyone goes and visits you soon. I think I want to visit you soon also.
Yes, come and visit us in Bedok.
Okay. Judging by your beautiful skin and complexion, definitely this doctor knows what she's talking
Right?
about. Yeah. Thank you very much, doctor.
Thank you for having me today.
Thank you.
Thanks for prioritizing you and your family's health by tuning in to Good Morning Doctor, brought to you by Parkway Shenton.